Hello everyone, welcome to Digitalstorz.com. So what is Digitalstorz.com? It is a software for every service store. Digitalstorz helps you manage your service store like a brand. It will help you serve better to your customer. It is a web-based software that is supported in all kinds of devices. Digitalstorz.com helps to have a detailed record of all the services done in a store. It is a very user-friendly software that sends the automatic messages and alerts to the customer and avoid manual intervention to maintain the record, which in turn gives you an error-free data. Now let's see how Digitalstorz.com works. You need to register to the Digitalstorz.com with your registered mobile number. To do that, click on Register and enter the registered mobile number, password. Upon registration is successful, log in with the same credentials which will redirect to the subscription plans available for Digitalstorz.com. You can choose the subscription plan you want to choose and proceed for completing the registration. For each registration of a service store, Digitalstorz will provide 3 login, 1 admin login and 2 staff login. Now let's see how admin login works. Log in with your admin credentials for the admin dashboard, where you are provided with your name and store ID along with your subscription plan chosen. You are also provided with different tabs like Add Job, View Jobs, View Transactions, Defects, Invoices, etc. Let's see how each tab helps. When you're received an order or any device to be serviced upon, you need to enter the details of the customer and the device details in the Add Job and do the entry for the job. Click on Add Job and provide the primary contact number of the customer, name of the customer, alternative contact number if any. There is a checkbox for Send SMS. If you check on Send SMS, the alerts and messages will be sent to the alternative contact number of the customer. In you uncheck the box, the SMS will be sent to the primary contact number by default. You also need to enter the device name or model number, IMEI number of the device, and select the defect from the drop-down provided. A minimum of 1 defect is mandatory to log the entry of the job, and a maximum of 4 defects can be logged for a single device. The estimated cost of the service to be done. If any advance amount received and mode of payment, any remarks from the customer on the device and click on Add Entry. Upon adding, a message will be received by the customer for the given order and the job entry will done for your reference. Now you can check all the jobs and order at your service store in View Jobs tab. The job will be moved to pending state upon entry. If you wanted to do any modifications in the job, you can click on Edit and do the modification. For example, if you wanted to edit the defect, you can edit and update the entry. There is also a checkbox for Notify the changes to your customer. If you want to notify the customer, you can check the box and SMS will be sent to customer regarding the modification. If you do not need to be notified to the customer, you can uncheck the box and update the entry. If you have completed the service on the device, click on Edit and enter the spare costs incurred to the store if any. Otherwise, you can enter 0 and move the job to completed option and update the entry. Immediately, an SMS will be received by the customer that the device service is completed. Now you can see the completed job on the Completed tab, where you can proceed for delivery. When you click on Delivery, the delivery invoice will be opened, where you need to enter the balance amount received, payment mode and the name of the staff number who has done the service to the device and click on Proceed to Delivery. Immediately an SMS will be received by the customer that the order device has been delivered. You can check all the delivered jobs in Delivery tab. Now if there is any device for which service cannot be done, and you want it to be rejected, go to the Pending Jobs. Click on the Edit for the job and move the job to the Rejected button and update the entry. Immediately, the SMS will be sent to the customer that the device service has been rejected by the store. You can see the rejected jobs in Rejected tab, where you can proceed for delivery, which will redirect to Delivery Invoice. You can enter the advance amount return details and job attended by the staff details and proceed for delivery. An SMS will be sent to customer for the same. There is also an option called Instant Delivery. When the customer is waiting at your store for the service to be completed, you can do the instant delivery, which will directly redirect to Delivery Invoice and complete the delivery. We can also track the jobs using the mobile number of the customer. Upon entering the mobile number of the customer, all the data regarding the devices orders of the customer in the store will be displayed, where you can check how many successful deliveries are done, how many rejected, and how many are pending from the store. Now let's check the View Transactions tab. This tab is visible only to the admin login, where you can enter the user or the staff name and select the time period for which you wanted to get the data and click on Submit. You will get all the transactions information done by the particular staff and device, and defect details will be displayed. You also have Defects tab, where you can customize your defects. You can add your new defect by just adding the defect name and click on Add Defect. There are also some pre-loaded defects provided by the Digitalstorz.com, which you can either opt for it or you can reject them by saying I want to use and I don't want to use option. The Defects tab is also visible only for the admin login. Let's check the Invoice tab. By default, for all the updates and transactions on a job, alerts will be received by the customer. If any customer want a printed invoice, you can click on Send Email option, where you need to provide the customer mobile number and get the data. All the transactions invoices will be displayed on the page, where you can select the invoice you wanted to send and enter the email address of the customer and click on Submit selected. The email will be sent to the customer with the transaction invoice. In the admin account, you can options for Manage Users and Manage Store. In Manage Users, you can create the staff login or you can also edit the staff details. In the Manage Store, you can see the store details, where you can edit or do the modifications regarding the store information. Now let's log out from admin and check the staff login dashboard. Upon login with staff login credentials, the dashboard and tabs works similar to the admin login, but the View Transactions and Defects tab will not be visible for the staff login. Staff login is also not provided with Manage Users and Manage Store options. Staff login is restricted with the confidential and sensitive data. So this is all about Digitalstorz.com. Digitalstorz.com is a customized software which works effectively and works on real-time data which alerts the customer with all the transactions and updates. Manual communication can totally be avoided and welcomes you to the digital world for the service centers with Digitalstorz.com.